I was dancing, you remember? I'm already painted. What did I say?
Sylvia LaBouffe, confusing her English as usual. Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We're on Bar Street in downtown Kato Paphos. It's a spectacality of an afternoon indeed. And we've got some pretty nice views as well. Through the palm trees, straight down to the blue Mediterranean Sea. And of course, this is Bar Street before it all gets booted up and comes to life at night. And where are we? Well, we're at the forthcoming Marika and Me Lounge Bar, and we're going to invite you to join us on a little tour. And of course, we're going to talk about some of our ideas and your ideas. But before we do, let me introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world. And she's been practicing her chuchuchka dancing because winter is upon us. And her name is Miss Ochin Sylvia LaBouffe.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again. I swallowed a few dust again and again. I'm like a little chicken. And the voice is going. What I would like to say, first of all, I would like to say many thanks to all of you, our dearest members of family, and some new members of family. As you all know, we call you not the subscribers, but we call you members of family, for the joining, for the writing the beautiful comments, for supporting us, whether it's with a word, with a lovely, beautiful word, whether it's with your kindness, heart, or anyhow. Really amazing. Thank you very much for this from the bottom of our two hearts. But we are really promising to you all that by coming here to our beautiful place, you will really enjoy the views around, the service, and our hospitality. This is we can promise.
But before that, of course, we've got to do it all up. Now, we're on the outside terrace, and yes, it's in a bit of a mess. But a contractor's been here, and he's told us that they can sand all of this decking down and, of course, recoat it and rejuvenate it. So we are going to keep it in that rustic brownie effect. And yes, he's confirmed that this part here can be cut out, and of course, then we can make a nice little slope to allow wheelchair and of course pushchair access. And he's agreeing with us that the pillars will look much better in white, but we are going to keep the ceiling in the brown rustic effect. We're going to change the arches colour, and we're going to change the rear walls into a cream. Obviously, we're going to replenish all of these bifolding doors, and we're going to get rid of this graffiti, obviously. But we've also discovered upstairs some more bifolding doors that are going to go in there. And then we're going to fix those bifolding doors that they don't open, but of course that's going to give much more light into what we call the dance floor and of course the lounge bar area. So don't forget to keep on coming back for the episodes as we tell you what's going to go on, and we show you a bit of cleaning, and of course slowly but surely you are going to start to see some big changes at the forthcoming Marika and Me Lounge Bar.
And as usual, I can still not notice anything what I haven't seen in a previous time. And what did I notice at the moment? That wood, it's probably where the leaking was going on.
Correct, that's where the leaking was, yeah.
In the balcony or in the terrace on the second floor. And the last time, guys, I really regret that I didn't have my swimwear brought with me. Otherwise, I would make a good swim or even two.
Well, we could make it an enclosed plunge pool, couldn't
Exactly.
we? Come on, let's go inside and talk about some of the ideas that you guys have mentioned, and of course some of the ideas that some of the people who are going to be working on this place, including myself, Mr. Paul, and of course Marika. The downstairs bar. Well, traditionally it would be in that brown effect, but we do think it looks quite nice in the white and the black. And Marika's idea now for the rear part, because yes, Lady Sylvie, it doesn't blend, does it? She's thinking about doing that in like a black onyxy marble effect, aren't you, Grasivi?
Yes, I always loved marble. Marble, in my opinion, is a very rich surface, whether it's in your home or in the bar. And the marble combination should be white and black. This is my favorite combination, and probably when I saw this beautiful bar with a, it's not black, it's dark coffee color or dark brown with a beige or coffee off-white pillars, this I'm talking about, this is probably definitely was the thing that attracted me from the first sight. Never mind the steps, as I mentioned before. When I saw the steps, I immediately fall in love, because if you're really a person who loves the grandness and the big things, as I do, there is not possible not to notice such a beauty and individuality, should I say, of these steps. And the steps are really very grand. Should we go upstairs?
Well, let's talk a little bit about this first. So like I say, the bar area is going to be kept in this sort of colour, this dark coffee coloured, almost black on the top of the bar and of course across the top. Then there's going to be off-whitey creamy pillars, and of course the lower section again to match in the off-whitey creamy colours, and perhaps with a little bit of gold on that detailing. We'll keep the step in black, and of course there's going to be neon strips to the rear of it to light it up like a Christmas tree. And the rear bar section, instead of being this rusticy brown colour, is going to mimic the front, so with a hint of marble. And of course the glass sections will have some kind of saying on them, and of course they'll be lit up like crazy as well, and of course there'll be an awful lot of alcohol on show for you guys.
It is something new that I've noticed. From far away I couldn't see that it was some imagination of the palm trees on here, but I think this one is cracked, never mind. But if you come closer, you will see that there is sort of plants ideas, or looking like a palm tree leaves. So this is what you can see when you come closer. Really beautiful. And now I don't know, maybe this is what we said, it's wrong, because as soon as I taught it, I understood that you can just paint it off white, the same color with the pillars,
yes, these little beauties,
the same color, so to match. And then over on these should be made this color, which will give the very good, beautiful view. This is what I think, at least. Nothing else came to my thoughts until now. This is what I think, that it's going to be beautiful.
Come on, Gracivi, let's go upstairs and talk through what your plans are. Little cabinet there, isn't there? That could be for those expensive cognacs and expensive rums, of course, for Lord Ronaldo and his French beauty, Lady Sylvie.
Yeah, it's quite a nice shelves, 3 shelves inside. It could have the keys, because I can see the lock here, but of course everything is in a huge dust, unfortunately.
Well, it is quite dirty, yes. Now, the grand staircase. Here it is. Of course, we're going to glitz it up that little bit more, and we're going to make it into the Hollywood staircase of fame. And for those of you who follow the channel, you understand that you can purchase a brick and help fund the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. And this is the area where your name will be on that plaque, on that brick. So of course, every time someone goes up and down that stairs, they will know that you helped to make the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, that spectacality of a place in downtown Kato Paphos that people are going to want to come to again and again. And if you wish to get your name on the Wall of Fame, on the Hollywood stairs in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, all you've got to do is go and hunt us down on PayPal. And of course, if you pop these magic letters into your search bar, Paul G. Cyprus, that's Paulgee, Cyprus, up will come a picture of myself, and of course the most beautiful woman in the world, and we'll be smiling and thanking you as you gift us £50 per brick, and of course your name will go on the Wall of Fame. Upstairs is looking a little bit better, because we have removed some of the carpeting, and we've actually unearthed quite a nice laminate floor. Now, obviously it's got a bit of glue still on it, but of course once we've sanded it a little bit, the idea according to one of the contractors, is we can tint it that little bit darker and make it that little bit more lounge bar-y, executive club upstairs. The bar upstairs is going to mimic downstairs, so it's going to have a black coffee-coloured top and of course cream and gold accents, and then to the rear will be in a black marble effect. And again, there'll be a tot or two sitting on a shelf waiting just for you.
The other time when I was here, I tried to clean the surfaces. Of course, we don't have water still. Without water, as you all know, our dearest members of family, it's not so easy to bring this shine, because you have to change the water all the time. All the water I had, I already spent, so I'm not gonna do anything today, because we will, I think it's more wise to wait for the water to come and electricity, and then with the full power to start giving to it a shine or two. Otherwise, I'm afraid it's not possible. No.
Yes, indeed. We are waiting for the electricity to be switched on, the water, and of course telecommunications. But of course, once they come on, we can move fast along with the project. If we start to study the upstairs area, I think you may have noticed the ceiling is spectacular. There's no doubt about that. And the plan for these side windows is to put this Georgian leaded effect in multicolours, in like diamonds. And then of course there'll be curtain poles and curtains either side. Could be red velvet. Drop in the comments, what do you think? That's going to be some kind of mural of Marika and me on that wall. And of course on these windows again, we're going to put the diamond Georgian effect and some fancy curtains. And across the front here, we're going to tint these windows ever so slightly to keep that sun and heat at bay. Again, fancy curtain poles and of course some fancy curtains. And if you've got a bike, well, we've got a bike in the Marika and me lounge bar that's waiting just for you. And we're going to hang that from the ceiling and of course glitz that up as well. And of course that is the outside terrace that you're looking at. And we're going to be removing the top layer of the trellis, and maybe even the bottom layer, to allow for a much better view. We're going to have an ornamental garden out there. We're going to have an awning over the top, and of course one or two tables and chairs so that you can sup on that pint or two and enjoy the views and the spectacality of the area known as Bar Street, the most famous street in the world.
And of course it would be nice to hide away from the sun, whether it's going to be umbrellas with the logo Marika and me, or it's going to be just a tent, huge tent, which you can close and open down. You just will feel more and more comfortable, because in the summertime the sun is so strong that you won't be able to sit and enjoy sweating. When you're sitting outside, you would like to feel a little bit refreshing, and in the evening time it's all right. But when you want to sit in the daytime, we have to be doing very well sheltered on above the people. And I'm looking at that set. In my opinion, that lamp on the wall is very sad.
It's quite a nice looking lamp. It's just a little bit dusty on the wall. Quite retro and quite nice. And of course, this is the chandelier that we are going to be rejuvenating. Quite difficult to capture it on camera because it sort of hangs midway between the upstairs and the downstairs. That's going to be blinged up. It's going to get some nice lampshades on it. And then the area on top of the bar, which is this area, we're going to make into a mini version of the downtown Kato Paphos promenade, and perhaps mimic a beach and the Paphos castle. And well, hopefully make it something spectacular for you guys and the littlies to come and try and work out where all the bits and bobs are in downtown Kato Paphos.
I've got a question. Where it's going to be the, what I was going to ask. I'm looking like a woman with amnesia, by the way. People help me. Why am I trimming with my white jeans and trying to clean this dust? Yeah, all my question is, the lightnings, as I can see, there is one, how you call it here?
Well, there is one light bulb up there, and there's a few scattered around.
And then there is
and of course the chandelier.
And then where else?
Well, there
And
are one or
that's
two
why-
scattered about, Marika. And of course, we're going to put up more lights and perhaps some standing lights as well. You don't want it too bright because, of course, this is
No.
going to be the executive lounge bar.
We're not saying, here as well, some wires
there's
is
another one.
hanging. And
And there's another one.
there is another one, is it? Well, and the huge chandelier we've got with the 6 lights on it. 1, 2, 6 lights. I don't really like this, what they've put in, but maybe for this very chandelier, only these lights are suitable.
Well, we'll come up with something, that's for
We
sure.
will. Oh yes, definitely. All my question is, how am I going to? I have to actually jump from here and stuck on the chandelier.
Well, my idea was to dangle you upside down from your feet from the top of the chain, and tape you on, and then you could be painting it slowly and decorating it.
You think it can stand me?
I think so, and I think it'd be great video, and I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 people would have a good chuckle.
Well, if you want me to die before this bar opens, then okay. Don't think my weight is so light, and this chandelier will stand me actually. If anything, we should think about how stable it is and how
Well, we're going to use you as the
strong
test.
is the ceiling. You're going to use me as a test, okay?
Let's go and have a quick look at the toilets, because we're going to grade the greatest toilets in downtown Kato Paphos. They're going to be quite elaborate and quite fancy, quite spacious as well.
Stella
yes, we've
Artois.
uncovered this. Yeah, Stella
Stella
Artois.
Artois. Anything who likes it? It's
A lot of people do
course
like
there.
it, Stella Artois. And we're going to be stocking quite a wide range, Guinness, Murphy's, those kind of things. These are the quite spacious toilets, by the way, and there are 2 upstairs cubicles for the gentlemen, and of course there is quite a nice basin. We're not going to go dig into the basins because they're a little bit dirty, but by Cyprus standards, these are pretty nice toilets.
I think this is going to be the men's, other way around. I'm going to change everything because it used to be a woman, as I can see a skirt. There's a woman in dress, the sign on the door. This is going to be the women because, ladies, I'm thinking about you first because I want you to have more beautiful toilet than the gentleman. The gentleman can stand. It's not bad again. I'm not discriminating. I'm not a person who discriminates the things, but I would want the best for you, my dearest girls.
So the plan is to have this as
Yes.
the ladies. And again, we have double basins and a nice big mirror. Of course, if you keep coming back, you're going to watch as we bling this place up.
The reason is because it's bigger. The ladies should like it. And I noticed there is a window broken. There was a window broken over there, unfortunately. As we just passed through and seen it. Mr. Paul, we have to do something with these old breakages because, as I said before, it's dangerous. What if, look,
Yeah,
what's
we're going to
going
go fix that over the next few
are we
days.
going to keep that big M?
And we're going to keep the big M and, of course, the little M's. These are what we've salvaged from the grand sign that was originally on this place called Hollywood, for those of you that remember it. So this bar, very, very soon, will be known as the Marika and Me Lounge Bar at Hollywood. And we are going to create the Hollywood Wall of Fame and the Hollywood Stairs, and we're going to have a dancing area. There's going to be a lot of things going on at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar.
These pillars looking like somebody worked, and then at the end they just cleaned their hands here.
That's how it looks, isn't it?
Horrible
Yes.
ones.
Even though it is some kind of
Horrible.
glittery wallpaper, but we don't like it. So the idea, I think, is to make like a wood panelling effect
No.
on those 2 pillars,
Eventually they didn't manage.
or marble.
I'm
perhaps.
afraid. It looks like a dirty surface. I'm not going to... This is not what I want for our dearest members of family. I want all the best for you. And we are really loving and kissing you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. Thank you for staying with us. And please, please, don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses. I haven't said it for a long, long time. Many kisses and bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, and of course we'll look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed. Please don't forget to go and hunt us down on PayPal, Paul G Cyprus, and gift us that couple of bob, as much as you want or as little as you want. But if you want your name on the Hall of Fame, of course, that magic wall coming up the Hollywood staircase. £50 is all it costs you to get your name on that special, special brick. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon. Indeed.
What about my outfit you haven't mentioned?
Well, you're going to get dirty in a minute.
No,
No?
no,
It's very fancy,
no.
and you're very prancy.
Thank you.
On the upstown, I'm losing my English, receiver booth,
I'm still in it.
upstairs wood floor at the Marika and Me lounge bar.